Okay there, singing world. This video is part 2 of a video series offering Italian pronunciation help for the Act 2, Scene 2 of Aida, better known as the Triumphal chorus. If you haven't seen video 1 yet, please go to the description below. There's a link to get you there, so you should watch that one first. Otherwise, we will continue in this video with part 2. We will start with the men. First, I will read line by line, and then we'll go through it word by word. Okay, so here we go. So this is the Ramfis and the priests, starting at part 2, just the men. So, agli arbitri suprɛmi, il guardo ergete, grazie agli ddai rendete, nel fortunato di. Grazie agli ddai rendete, nel fortunato di. So now the next one is Tutti, is everybody, suo padre. Next are the slaves and the prisoners. Si dai Numi percɔssi noi siamo. Tua Pietà, tua clemɛnza imploriamo. Ggiammai di soffrir vi sia dato. Cche ɔggi dato soffrir. Next are the priests, the men. Struggi, o re, queste ciurme feroci. Chiudi il cuore alle perfide voci. Fur dai Numi votati alla morte. Or dei Numi si compia il voler. Next are the slaves and the prisoners. Pietà. And now the slaves and the prisoners. Si dai Numi percɔssi noi siamo. Tua Pietà, tua clemɛnza imploriamo. Ggiammai di soffrir vi sia dato. Cche ɔggi dato soffrir. Next is the priests, Ramfis. Struggi, o re, queste ciurme feroci. Chiudi il cuore alle perfide voci. Fur dai Numi votati alla morte. Or dei Numi si compia il voler. Then the slaves and the prisoners, Pietà. And then tua pietade, tua clemɛnza imploriamo. Pietà, Pietà. People, sacerdoti, gli sdegni placate. L'umil prece ascoltate. Ramfis and the priests, a morte, o re, struggi queste ciurme. Slaves and prisoners, Pietà, 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 tua clemɛnza imploriam. People, sacerdoti, gli sdegni placate, l'umil prece dei vinti ascoltate. Pietà. Ramfis and the priests. Si compisca dei Numi il voler, struggi, o re, queste ciurme feroci, fur dai Numi votati alla morte. Si compisca dei Numi il voler. And then the slaves repeat the si dai Numi. The priests repeat the struggi, o re. And then the people, skipping to that. E tu, o re possente, tu forte, a clemɛnza dischiudi il pensier. The priests, sacerdoti, morte ai nemici della patria. Then the king and the people. Gloria all'Egitto ad Iside, che il sacro suol difende. S'intrecci il loto al lauro, sul crin dei vincitor. The slaves and the prisoners. gloria al clemente Egizio, che i nostri ceppi ha sciolto, che ci ridona ai liberi solchi del patrio suol. Ramfis and the priests. Inni leviamo ad Iside, che il sacro suol difende. Preghiam che i fati arridano, fausti alla patria ognor. And then the rest is all repeats. So, let's go through that. There's a lot of repeated text, but let's go through everything word by word and make sure we have everything. Some of the repeated text just has a slight one or two word changes, so let's make sure we cover everything. Okay, so we already went over in the first video how to do a lot of these things, so I'm going to appear to be going very fast. So if you want to see the details of how all of this comes about, go to the first video. So here we go, word by word. So starting back at the beginning of part 2, Agli, right? We know that we go li by making a yi preceded by a voiced L. So we end with yi, and then we have li, and then we have Agli. So that word cannot be rushed. You need to go through it like that until you're very comfortable. Next, arbitri. Notice that this word features 2 rolled R's because the R's touch consonants. Okay. Next, suprɛmi. Again, a rolled R because the R touches a consonant, and open E on the stress. Note that it's very easy again to double an M after an open E, right? So don't say suprɛmi, suprɛmi, right? You don't allow your lips to stay and phonate. Il guardo, guardo, right? So U-A-O, guardo. Ergete, close D, A. 3 closed Ds. So you can practice the 3 closed Ds. A, ergete. Grazie, not grazie, right? Grazie. Agli ddai, rendete. Again, A. Nel fortunato di. Okay, great. These are all repeated text, right? So the next thing is when everybody blurts out her father, right? Suo padre, right? Suo. So possessive pronouns in Italian have usually have two syllables, right? The second syllable is really a semivowel, so you'll see it written over 1 note. You actually have to make 2 notes, right? The U is longer than the O, so watch again. Suo, right? Suo padre. Okay, going on. The word si, meaning yes, is a strong monosyllable, and I covered strong monosyllables in the first video. So we know that a strong monosyllable calls the next word to start with a double consonant. So if you see I've written it out that way. Si dai Numi, right? So si dai Numi. Dai. So make sure that the first vowel you say in the word die is a. It's not like die to the act of not living anymore in English, right? Die, or to dye something red, right? So die, Numi. So there's 1 M. The mistake I'll hear in this word is that there's a double M. I hear all the time, Numi, right? So again, you get rid of the double M by not allowing the M to phonate. Percɔssi. So notice that the O in this word is open on the stress, right? And the initial E has to stay A so that it doesn't bleed into the R. So percɔssi is how you practice it slowly. Noi. So it's not noi. It doesn't rhyme with boy. It's noi. It rhymes with David Bowie, right? Without the strong W. Siamo. We are. And that's a semivowel. Siamo. Okay. Tua. Again, we have a possessive pronoun, right? And again, it's the same, right? As suo, tua, right? We linger on the U. Pietà. So here's a truncated word. So the A with the accent has no bearing on the pronunciation of the A. It doesn't change it at all, as it would do in French. It's just to note that the full version of this word is pietade with the de at the end, and you'll see it written out that way later. It's just to tell you that the word has been truncated, right? So the accent is on the last syllable, pietà, right? So this is an ultimate stress. So what happens is when you have a truncated word, it causes the next word to have a double consonant. So you see I've written out tua with a double T. That's because pietà did that, right? So you would say tua pietà, tua clemɛnza imploriamo. You see, so there's a double T in the word tua in this case. Clemɛnza. So the at is on the stress, it's open. We know that all unstressed E's and O's are closed, right? So our A or O. So clemɛnza, imploriamo. Okay, we've had these words in the first video, right? So the interjection, is a strong monosyllable, causing the j of ggiammai to double, right? So ggiammai. So we have to stop twice, both on the G and on the M. Ggiammai. D is a weak monosyllable. In this case, di, without the accent, is the word of, and it does not cause a phrasal doubling. For some reason, as Americans, we love to double. So we would always say di soffrir and double that S, right? No, di soffrir. Okay, so single consonant. Now, you've seen the word that's poetic for ddai. It's also spelled di, but it has that accent grave on it, right? It means day, and that does cause a phrasal doubling if you have a consonant after it, okay? And by no means do not go in Italy and wish somebody a buon di. And you only say that in opera librettos. They say buongiorno today, right? Somebody will laugh at you. You sound like somebody speaking Shakespeare to somebody today. So it's very old Italian to say di. So in this case, di is of, and it does not double. So di soffrir. Notice that all the R's roll in soffrir. Vi sia dato. So now the word sia is the subjunctive tense in Italian, right? And it has the same sort of thing where the E is not a semivowel. It's not sia, it's sia. And it's like mio and tuo and io, where that E is long. It's a subjunctive case. So whenever you're saying something like, let there be light, may you be damned, may there be ice cream cone somewhere, that's a subjunctive case. That's how we do it in English. That's how we translate it. When you're saying, you know, you're passing judgment or you're expressing something that should be a certain way, right? So sia is the verb for be. May it be given, right? Vi sia dato, may it be granted to you. That's what you're saying in this case. So sia, just remember that, it's not sia. Okay? And the plural for that is for them, siano. Same thing when you see that. Okay, so next, ciò, right? C-I-O is open O, and it causes a phrasal doubling. Notice that the K is doubled, right? So ciò che in oggi. Oggi, open O. And it's a double G that's like a DG, right? Ne dato. So the word is open, The word and is also spelled with a single E and it's closed, A. So if you're saying and, it's A. If you're saying is, it's A. Both of those words will cause a double consonant. So if you notice, I've written out dato with the double D. Ne dato, right? Now, don't overdo these. It's just a little bit, right? And if you're in doubt, leave them out, right? So, but ne dato, see, double D. Soffrir we've had. Struggi. Struggi. Notice I have a vowel on that R, right? This is a very expressive word. We make expression in Italian by the rolled R and also by the long U vowel, right? Struggi. Right? And then double G. Ore. Now, in this case, the word O is a strong monosyllable, so the R will roll, even though it's surrounded by vowels, right? So this actually makes sense, right? Even though it's kind of organized by Italians, right? But ore. right? So that's why this R rolls, right? And it's surrounded by vowels. So there's an exception, but actually there's a rule for it also, because the O is a strong monosyllable. Queste, closed D. All of these words, quella, questo, quello, okay, those are closed D's. You can memorize that. Ciurme, the R rolls because it touches the M. Notice that the I is there because U is a hard vowel. So CU would be ku. You need the I to make it chu. Okay. Feroci, feroci. Notice the flipped R. I'm not saying feroci. That's wrong. Notice that it's a single ch. It's not feroci. Those are two mistakes. Some people make two mistakes in this word, right? You only have 3 syllables and you can make 2 mistakes. Feroci. So what did I do wrong? I rolled the R and I doubled the C, right? No. Feroci. Chiudi. So now CI would be chi because I is a weak vowel and we need the H to make it hard. So chiudi, right? It's not chiudi, it's chiudi. Chiudi. Chiudi il core. So what happens is the I just elides, right? We don't need to say chiudi il core. That's ugly to an Italian, right? Chiudi il core. They just go right together. We just have one I. All right. Core is heart, and you'll see in modern Italian cuore, right? And both you'll see in the same libretto one way and then the other way, right? So usually anything that you O is going to be an open O, so you can memorize core, fuori, right? All of those words that are uo, it's going to be an open O, right? Core, corre means he runs if you roll the R. Core means heart, right? So you want to be careful not to roll that R. Alle, we've done double L. Perfide, rolled R because it touches the F. Voci, closed O on a stress. Fur, the R is going to touch the next D in the next word, so it's going to roll. Ddai, we've done Numi. Votati, that's a good word for single consonants, right? Votati, not votati, right? We don't want to double any of that. Alla, double L, alla, morte. So notice it's an open O, it's a rolled R. That's an easy word for us because we like to do that. We like to roll R's after an open vowel. All right. OR means now. Or, right? If it means gold, it's open. Or, right? Gold, right? So if you see it in its full form, it's not. You can't mistake it because ora has an A at the end, right? Now, right? Meaning hour or now, and then oro is gold, and it has an O at the end. It's masculine, right? Ora, now. Oro, gold. So in this case, it's closed O, right? De Numi, we've had. Si compia, closed O. And the M sings into the P. The I is a semivowel in this, right? It's not compia, it's compia. Il, I-L. Voler, closed D. Okay. Next, we have the word Pietà we've had, and now we have the slaves and the prisoners. Si dai Numi percɔssi noi siamo. We've done this, right? Yes. Tu Pietà, ggiammai. I'm just checking. Nothing is different. Okay. And then struggiore is the same. Yes. Okay. And then tua pietade. So now here's what I was talking about. You see, this is the non-truncated word if you skip ahead. So the next slaves after the priests again who repeat their text. Tua pietade. Right? So you have the full word instead of pietà with the accent. Pietade means exactly the same. It's the word for pity. Tua clemɛnza, clemency. Imploriamo, we beg. Right? Imploriamo. We implore you. Next. So notice this. I've written this out. We're saying Pietà again, but this time they add the interjection a. So now you're doubling the P each time. The reason being, right, that a is a strong monosyllable. It's an interjection. it causes the P to double. And then when you repeat Pietà, it doubles because of the truncation. So you have Pietà, Pietà, right? Have mercy, have mercy. And the double P makes it expressive also. Okay, great. Sacerdoti. So this is a good word for practice, right? A lot of death traps for an American. You have A, O, I. So you practice the vowels first. Sa, cche, do, ti. So always separate your R from the vowels so that they don't mix together as they do in English, right? And then you do it. Sacerdoti. Gli, right? Gli, we've had. Zdegni, zdegni. Okay, so have we had ni before? We've had zdegno, right? So you have these two things. You have li and you have nyo or ni, right? So they're both two things put together, right? So li again is yi preceded by an L, right? So you practice backwards. Yi, li. The next one, the ni, is a yi preceded by an N. So one's preceded by an L and one's preceded by an N. So both of them, yi, ni, right? And then yi, li. So you can practice those back to back. So you have Sacerdoti li sdegni placate. That's one of the hardest lines to say in the piece. Placate. Right? All single consonants. Lumil prece ascoltate. Prece. So that's an open E, right? Lumil prece ascoltate. Okay, next we have a morte, to death, right? So they're calling for the death of the infidels, right? So the M is going to double because of the strong monosyllable a, which means two in this case, right? To death, a morte. And then orre, again we've had this, struggi queste ciurme. We've had all the Pietàs, we've had all of the same things. Now the word changes very slightly in the people's line, right? After Sacerdoti li sdegni placati, slight variation. Lumil prece dei vinti ascoltate, right? So you have ascoltate, closed O. Next is Ramfis and the priests. Si compisca dei numi il voler. We've had these words. And then the slaves and the prisoners is the same. And then Ramfis and the priests are the same. People have a slight variation on this one. E tu, the word a is and remember that causes a phrasal doubling. So the word tu, the T doubles. E tu, so remember, it's the word after the strong monosyllable that doubles. Orre possente tu forte. So you see, all of those doubles happen, right? E tu orre possente tu forte. So the word forte means strong. Its R is rolling. A clemɛnza di schiudi il pensier. So, di schiudi. Notice where I put the S. When I speak, I could say di schiudi. The S hisses on the first syllable. When I sing, di schiudi, di schiudi. The S is totally on the second note, not the first note. Pensier is exactly the opposite of what our instincts would say that is, as far as closed and open, right? Notice that the unstressed is closed, A, and then the one following the semivowel, E, tends to follow this pattern a lot in Italian, not always. There are some exceptions. When there's a semivowel before E, it does open a lot. Now, I can cite some examples where it does not happen that way. But pensier, in this case, it follows the norm. Okay. Now the Sacerdoti, they have a slight variation. Morte, ai. You have to sing a and e. nemici, enemies, nemici della, all right, close the patria. Notice that the E in patria is a semivowel, right? Not patria, patria. So the king and the people, they have a repeat of the words, except for the last line, which is sul crin dei vincitor. I believe that's new. Then the slaves and the prisoners get their own new line. Gloria al clemente egizio. Now we've had all these words in other lines, are just mixed up. And then che i nostri ceppi, ceppi. So that's the word for chains, and it's a closed E before a double P. Ceppi. A is a strong monosyllable. Now, sciolto. Now this is a superfluous doubling anyway, because sciolto is already considered a double consonant for Italians, right? When you have sh, like like you're going sh, there's an actual sh in Italian, right? In the words like lasciare, it's almost better to think of a staccato dot over the first vowel. If I think a staccato dot over the a, lasciare. Now, what that does is it puts the sh totally on the next note, which is very good for singing, right? Now, if I don't think of that staccato dot, asciolto, see, in this case, the sh is too early. Asciolto. So if you think about a staccato dot over the a, in this case, you'll get the double consonant of sciolto, sciolto, which means loosen in Italian. Sciolto. Notice the L sings into the T. The word che is a strong monosyllable, so the chi is going to double. Che ci ridona. Ridona, closed O, one N, right? The mistake is ridonna that you could make. Ai liberi. So this word, to make it clean, you think E, A, E, just your vowels. Liberi. Flipped R, not ri. Liberi, just a single E. Solchi, solchi, right? So, solchi, closed. Notice again we have the hard H to make the C hard. Del patrio suol, open O. Following the U-O, that the O opens after an U when it's in a glide. Next, the Ramfis and the priest, this is the men. Inni leviamo ad Iside, che il sacro suol difende. So there's an old line. Preghiam, so close the preghiam. The I is a semivowel. Che I fati arridano. Arridano. Notice the penultimate stress in arridano. Fausti. I have to say the A in the U. A, U. Fausti. Alla. The L is high in the palate. Patria. A, right? No harmonization, right? Not patria. Patria. Ognor. So ognor is two words smashed together to become one word. It's a compound word in Italian. It means every hour. It means always, right? So ognora is really what it is. Ogni, every, ora, hour. Together in an old libretto, you see ognor. Okay? And then the rest is all repetition. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. Please give me a like. And as always, we will see you on stage.